We begin tonight with a live look outside over Grand Haven and our Snug Harbor camera, where it's been a pretty gloomy day across West Michigan. Here with Chief Meteorologist George Lessons, who's tracking the snow we're about to get. All right, what do we need to expect, George?
Pretty much nothing has changed since late last week. We got a pretty good timeline of when the next series of snow events will be moving through the area. Winter weather advisory was issued early this afternoon. Keep in mind, this is from south to north. It first begins down in Allegan and Berry County southward at 1 a.m. Starts around 3 a.m. for Muskegon, Montcalm, Ottawa, Kent, and Ionia counties. And then to the north, it starts at 4 a.m. So you can see the progression from south to north as the snow moves in after you go to bed tonight. A winter weather advisory is in a low to moderate impact from the wintry weather category. Nonetheless, this is our first major event. Here's what I'm expecting. No ice. A medium visibility, a low visibility. That's a medium category for your morning commute. It will have impacts on your travel tomorrow morning when you try to head out the door, but low impacts from power outages because there's going to be very little wind with this, at least on the onset. Just cloudy skies overhead. The storm system has not varied from the forecast track from late last week. Currently just moving out of the Texas Panhandle. It's going to come up right over central lower Michigan, probably from Benton Harbor on up through the Saginaw area. So north and west of that is where the snow will be falling, and to the south and east it will change over to a little bit of rain tomorrow morning into the afternoon. And you can see the strongest impacts will be to our west, but nonetheless we have our impacts as well here in West Michigan. So again, we have moderate to minimum impacts from the weather here during the day tomorrow. Temperatures are within a degree or two of freezing. They're not going to go down a whole lot here tonight. So even though the snow will fall late tonight, some of it will melt, but until the snow catches up with the melting rate, we will still see some accumulation, especially on the grassy areas throughout the morning tomorrow. We'll take a closer look at how much snow you may get a little bit later on.
Chief Meteorologist George Lessons outside on the weather deck. And George, I know you've been really busy today because we have a lot of snow coming our way at multiple different times.
Yeah, fortunately, the models have changed very little since late last week, so didn't have to spend a whole lot of time thinking about it. Good. But we are now upon, the storm is upon us here in West Michigan, and it'll play out very, very quickly over the next 36 hours. 13 weather ball is blinking bright because we have that winter weather in sight late tonight, well after you've gone to bed, and it's also green. No change to the above freezing 30s foreseen.
The 13 on your side weather ball, sponsored by LaFontaine Ford Grand Rapids.
Cloudy skies across the area, no precipitation today. As expected, there was some light snow on Saturday, and here comes the next system. Right now it's moving out of the Texas Panhandle up into northern Oklahoma, off the track where it was established late last week. It's expected to take it up right over southwest lower Michigan. Could be a few miles either side of this track, and that's very important because wherever that track ends up, it'll be snow changing to rain southeast, and it'll be all snow to the north and west. So this has been lining up very nicely since late last week. Here comes the rain snow line. That's right in through here. Snow, mostly snow to the northwest of Grand Rapids all day. Snow changing to rain in the morning down to the south, so there'll be less snowfall to the south and east. That'll quickly move on out on Wednesday morning. So we got a quiet afternoon on Wednesday, a little clipper system coming through. Then after that, that'll be for Wednesday night through early on Thursday. That will not be as high impact as this one. Next one, similar track further south. I think we'll be in all snow for this on Thursday and Friday, and that will wind down but end up as lake effect snow, and quite a bit of lake effect snow on Saturday into Sunday. So at least 3 winter weather events over the next 7 days or so. So the rain snow line right in through here. We may end up with an inch already by daybreak, so it's already going to impact your morning commute. Our models are showing up to 5 inches worth of snow here in Grand Rapids, with only a couple of inches south and east, and maybe even a little bit more to the north and west. That little system coming through Wednesday night and Thursday adds a little bit more. And then the Friday through Saturday into Sunday event, I'm not sure that we're going to see this much snow, but you can see that we will have impactful snow in 3 events over the next 7 days. So you'll need to get all of your winter weather gear out and ready to go. High chances we are going to be cold from the 14th through the 18th. You'll see that at the end of our 10-day forecast. And a little bit higher chances for more system snows coming through the Great Lakes region on top of some lake effect snow because it is definitely going to be cold enough for that. It'll become breezier late tonight with an east wind, snow developing from south to north. Temperatures around or a little bit above freezing, so some of that will melt until it starts snowing heavy enough where it will accumulate. Around freezing or lower, this is where the higher impacts for snowfall will be. You can expect more there than here in the greater Grand Rapids area southward, where it'll change over to rain, but that will not be until tomorrow morning. So all snow all night. Overnight lows right around 33. 13 on your side forecast. Very colorful impact bars on the bottom. You'll have impacts every single day for the next 10. Higher impacts Tuesday, Friday, and the following Wednesday. Lower impacts Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday, and the following Tuesday. We might actually get a little bit of a break Thursday and the holiday on Monday. Well, after several days of a pretty straightforward forecast, we are now going to see that happen. We're talking about a series of winter weather events starting late tonight. 13 weather ball is blinking bright. We have snow initially in sight, and it's also green. No change to the above freezing 30s foreseen.
The 13 on your side weather ball, sponsored by LaFontaine Ford Grand Rapids.
Yeah, just finish up all of your activities here this evening, including maybe walking the dog. Madison, looks like Jack is close to the ground there. So he'll have a little trouble tomorrow morning. I'll give you the red paw for him because we're going to see snow by the time you wake up in the morning, right around and before daybreak. In fact, in some areas, just after midnight. Winter weather impacts we showed you earlier. Not expecting any ice buildup. There'll be medium impacts with low visibility at times. That'll be for your morning commute. High travel impacts because this is really the first round of snow that we've had to put up with, and a low chance of power outages. So you saw the raindrop there with the snowflake. That's because there's going to be a changeover to the south and east of Grand Rapids. But cloudy skies right now. Here's the leading edge of the precipitation coming up into Illinois. That'll be arriving after midnight down to the south of I-94. This is daybreak tomorrow. Snow everywhere. So this will be impacting your morning commute. During the morning, it'll change over to rain, especially from Grand Rapids south and east as the low comes up almost overhead into southern lower Michigan. Further north and west you are, you'll see more snow than anything else. Starting to wind down overnight into Wednesday morning as the lake effect just wraps around. And then we got a quiet day coming up on Thursday, at least initially, before another system comes through later in the afternoon through Friday. Over the weekend, we've got more snow coming in starting Friday morning. That will last into Saturday when it transitions over to lake effect snow, and it's going to be cold enough where there's going to be quite a bit of lake effect snow with this. So we got a lot of active weather at least through Sunday. This is the amount of snow models putting out through tomorrow evening. A lot of this will be melting, so even though we see 5 inches, that may be not what we get accumulated here in Grand Rapids. More snow with the Wednesday night through Friday event, and then it will continue on into the weekend. A lot of snow expected. I don't think we're going to see 2 feet of snow here in West Michigan, but you can certainly see the trend. We've got a lot of plowable and shovelable snow to go through. Long range outlook. This is the 8 to 14 day outlook, just beyond our 10-day. This is high chances for colder temperatures continuing with an equal chance for more or less system snows to come on through. Definitely going to see some lake effect during that time period. Forecast then for tonight, winter weather advisories going into effect along the lake shore. Snow first down to the south and South Haven. Later on tonight around Ludington with breezy conditions out of the east. Temperatures at or above freezing. A little below freezing up north, and with the snow moving in later than it will down to the south. We're thinking 4 a.m. up there, 1 a.m. or a little bit sooner down in Kalamazoo, about 3 a.m. here in Grand Rapids. 13 on your side forecast. Colorful impact bars on the bottom. The highest impacts will be Tuesday, again Friday when it's very windy, and the following Wednesday. Lower impacts Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday following Tuesday, but still some impacts Thursday, Monday, and the following Thursday. Temperatures will stay below freezing for highs starting this weekend. In fact, teens and 20s, which means any snow that is left or will be falling will be definitely sticking around. Here we go, Elena, lots of winter weather.
Yeah, we keep saying how much we wanted snow, and now we have a lot of it in the forecast.
By the time we get done with it, we'll say, I'm done with snow.
That seems on par with Michigan. Thanks so much, George. Chief Meteorologist George Lessons outside on the weather deck tonight. And George, that snow we've been talking about not having for so long, It's finally coming, isn't it?
It finally is coming after days of telling you it's coming. It is now knocking on our doorstep. It'll look a whole lot different out on the weather deck here tomorrow at 6 o'clock than it does tonight. In fact, most of the season so far. 13 weather ball is blinking bright because we have overnight snow in sight. And it's also green. No change to our at least above freezing 30s foreseen.
The 13 on your side weather ball, sponsored by LaFontaine Ford Grand Rapids.
Highs today, kind of cold, only in the mid 30s, a little bit warmer at the lakeshore. Average high is 31. So again, we were warmer than the average. Came within 3 degrees of the forecast high on Sunday. We've done that within our target range 7 days in a row. Wanted to bring you up to date where we are in terms of snowfall. We're running anywhere from 15 to as much as 31 inches below average. In about 2 weeks, we'll probably have made up most of that deficit. Higher deficits up north, around 15 to 20 inches, and I just saw Marquette's there. They were at almost 60 inches below average up to this point in the winter season, where we actually started doing that from December 1, so that's just in the last 5 weeks. Cloudy skies at the present time, but leading edge of the precipitation in the form of snow is here in central Illinois, on track. Right now, you can't see downtown Houston because they've had showers and thunderstorms that go through there where there's a tornado watch, but we're watching this storm system right here that's going to come up right over western lower Michigan tomorrow, and it will be very important where that low tracks. It'll be more snow changing to rain to the southeast and all snow to the north and west. So let's break it down for you. This is the European model. Between now and 1 a.m., there's the snow starting to move on in. This is daybreak for your morning commute. I would expect snowy and kind of difficult travel. Some of the snow will melt, but then it will be accumulating. To the south of Grand Rapids, or at least from Grand Rapids south, it will change over to rain for a while. And that will be through the evening hours with snow further to the north you travel. And then it all comes to an end for the most part overnight, Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. But there'll be a little bit of snow in the morning. A little bit of a break Wednesday afternoon, and then another round of some quick hitting snow for Wednesday night and Thursday. That moves on out. Later on in the week, starting on Friday afternoon, another system coming up from the south with more snow everywhere, and that will last into Saturday, and then it transitions to lake effect snow all the way through Sunday. Snowfall tomorrow, we are looking at snow up to maybe 3 inches here in Grand Rapids, less to the south and east where there's a little bit of rain. There's the snow on the tail end of that, maybe 5.5. Get in through Thursday and then into Friday, into Saturday, Sunday, and into Monday. There could be a foot plus of snow that has fallen, maybe not accumulating, but certainly enough to shovel and plow. So for tomorrow, winter weather advisories all the way through the morning hours with breezy conditions, rain, snow changing to rain from about Muskegon southward, highs in the mid and upper 30s. Some of it will melt, mid 30s up north, all snow here. And for the greater Grand Rapids area, snow changing to some rain, all depends on where that rain-snow line is. So expect to shovel and plow and travel slowly. Highs in the mid and upper 30s. 13 on your side forecast. A colorful 10-day forecast with the highest impacts Tuesday, Friday, and the following Wednesday. A little lower, but still some impacts on Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. Low impacts Thursday, Monday on the holiday and the following Thursday. Starting over the weekend, our high temperatures are going to stay below freezing, so what does fall is going to stick around.